Program design. It is the foundation of the program. It is concerned with the development of strategy to be used in writing the program in order to get the problem solution. So it is basically a strategy how to write the program to get the solution effectively. Now, steps involved in program design. First is problem analysis. We should understand the nature of a problem. How is the problem basically? We should know that. And next point is outlining the program structure. The next step is to decide how to achieve a goal. Means how we will get the solution. The next point is algorithm development. To develop algorithm according to problem, to describe algorithm methods like pseudocode, flowcharts, etc. can be used. Means algorithm will be developed so that we can understand easily, we can it should be effective to solve the problem. What we can use here, pseudocode and flowcharts in algorithm development, so that it should be the easily understood. Now next one is control structures. These structures allow you to control the flow of execution. Now, programming paradigm. It is a basic way of programming. Different types of programming paradigm. Among them, one of them imperative programming. It is action-oriented programming, and computation is seen as a sequence of actions. And imperative programming examples are Fortran, Pascal, C, etc. And next one is functional programming. In this paradigm, computations is expressed as the evaluation of mathematical functions. So we will use the different functions. Then program will be written in that form. And next type of programming paradigm is object-oriented programming. It is a very important programming paradigm. It is used in most of places in programming. In this paradigm, behavior is associated with data structures that is called objects, which belong to classes which are usually structured into a hierarchy. We will see further. And next type is logic programming. In this paradigm, we express computation exclusively in terms of mathematical logic. So we will use mathematical logical computation in that type of programming. So these are different types of programming paradigm. Now, characteristics of OOPs. And what are these? Objects, classes, data abstraction, encapsulation, and inheritance. What are objects? Objects are basic runtime entities in object-oriented programming. And what is a class? class can be defined as an entity in which data and functions are put together. We can see that the framework type of things will be there in which include the data and the functions in the class. And many objects of the class can be created. Now, data abstraction, ability to represent data at a very conceptual level without any detail. Okay, so in the abstract form, we can represent the data without going into the detail. This is called abstraction. Next one is encapsulation. It is capturing the data and keeping it safely from outside interfaces. So we can encapsulate all the data at one place. Next one is inheritance. This is the process by which a class can be derived from base class with all features of base class and some of its own. This increases code reusability. So we can say that the inheritance of one class can inherit or take all the properties from the superclass or the parent class. And a child class will have all the properties of the similar to the base class or the superclass or a parent class. This increases the code reusability. Next one is polymorphism. This is the ability to exist in various forms. Say method overloading can be performed with the help of polymorphism. We will see in the language, C++ language programs.